First keeper fish. That's a good fish. $22.5. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, and thanks for joining me for part 2 of my KBF Redfish Championship video. I'm using my Torpedo to move from one creek to another. At this point, it's just after 9, and I'm 3.5 hours into my tournament day. Currently, I only have 2 keeper fish out of a 5-fish stringer. 23 3/4 inches and 24 3/4 inches are solid fish, but it won't matter unless I can fill out a limit. As I come into the creek, I can see a boat with several anglers on board. They have their power poles down and are sitting in the middle. I want to check the water right where they're at, but rather than roll up on them, I fish the mouth and then the first feeder that I come across. An area like this paid off well for me in the previous creek. Not so much as a bite in this one, though. Once back on the main creek, I can see that the boat has pulled up their power poles and they appear to be working their way back out. I certainly hope they haven't harvested all the slot-sized fish they're allowed to from these waters.
Morning, y'all. We're out here doing a tournament. Yeah. Good luck to y'all. Thank you.
As we pass, I'm hoping the stealth that the kayak offers will contrast with the boaters and their use of popping corks. I'm still using a 3-inch gulp shrimp on a swing jig head. This is my first redfish from this creek, and my 14th for the day. Up until this point, I've been relying pretty heavily on my fish finder. Specifically, I've been using it to reference waypoints I created 2 days earlier when I pre-fished this area. Having only ever fished here once, these waypoints really help me remember where I saw and caught fish, where drains and mouths are, and where wood traps and depressions are under the surface. I check a map on my phone and reorient myself with where I was headed, and hope this isn't a sign of bad luck. I assume my battery didn't fully charge the night before. Regardless, my fish finder is done for the day. Trout number 5. Ahead, I see 2 points on my left with a drain on the right between them. I don't specifically remember seeing fish here during pre-fishing, but It's definitely a fishy-looking spot. Nothing on the first point. I pass the mouth on my right and start working my way up toward the second point. This is my 15th red, but only my third keeper of the day. After landing that fish, I deployed my power pole so as not to totally lose my position. The current did cause me to pivot, and I'm now facing the mouth I had just passed up. Since I'm in this position, I decide to make a couple of casts. Redfish number 16, and my fourth keeper of the day.
Here we go. That's a good fish. Bye-bye, buddy.
Where there's one, there's frequently another, so I decide to take advantage of my positioning and check out this mouth. Unfortunately, I don't find any more here, so I start working my way back to the point where I found keeper number 3. None there either.
big trout. Not what I'm looking for. Red number 5. $22.5.
Bye-bye.
It's now about 10:30, and I've just caught my 17th red of the day. More importantly, I've caught my 5th keeper, and I finally have a limit. Red number 18. In the distance, I can see another kayak angler in the back of the creek. He appears to be sight fishing, but I know we're heading toward one another. Soon, I'm going to need to turn around if I want to fish the other side of the creek on my way out. Redfish number 19, keeper number 6.
$18.25. I don't think that's gonna help, but
While that was a slot red, it wasn't long enough to replace my shortest fish, which is 20 inches.
Is that you again, Joe? Good luck to you, man.
Redfish number 20. Number 21. And that was a crazy needlefish swimming around with my lure in its mouth. Number 22, keeper number 7, in an upgrade of 6 3/4 inches.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've now made it back to the mouth where I caught keeper number 3. No luck this time. Red number 23. Number 24. At this point, I start making a couple casts with the 3-inch gulp shrimp in new penny rather than in white with chartreuse tail. $25. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling the new penny, so I switched back to white with chartreuse. Trout number 6.
All right, Joe. Good luck to you, man. I'm hitting up another creek. Take it easy, be safe.
It's now nearly noon. The tournament ends at 1:30, and I really want to check one more creek. I'm feeling pretty good about my stringer, but I know there's still plenty of time left for the tournament to be either won or lost. Times and conditions like these make me very grateful for my Torpedo motor. Creek number 3.
Trout. Look at that slaunch. Jeez.
Trout number 7.
Goodness gracious, this thing is fat. Look at that thing. Swim free, little Bob.
Now I know from pre-fishing that trout came from a pretty deep hole, so I decided to throw the 4-inch shrimp on a heavier jig head, hoping to find something bigger near the bottom. And back to the 3-inch shrimp. Red number 26. $27. Pushing my way back into even skinnier water. $28. $29. $30. Keeper number 8, redfish number 31. Number 32, and my rear GoPro's about to die.
All right, last 19 minutes of the tournament. Let's get out of this creek and see if we can put something together. A couple more casts.
I'm about to spook something just to my left. There it goes.
There we go. That's another upgrade. Tournament is over. We'll check in a half an hour to see if the standing stays. But as of right now, I'm in first place. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. There you go. Bye-bye. All right, let's go ahead and stop recording so I don't eat up the memory and the battery. And use the Torpedo to get back in. We'll check the standings in about half an hour and see if they're still up. See if anybody submitted something bigger. Fingers crossed that I won. So I think I won.
And then in first place with 122 3/4 inches, taking home $853, Mr. Greg Riddle.
Yeah, Greg.
Greg.
And that's about it. After finishing second in 2019, I certainly wanted the win. I recorded my 2.5 days of pre-fishing, so be on the lookout for that. Getting it done on nearly all my fish, and certainly all my keepers, was the 3-inch Berkeley Gulp shrimp in white and chartreuse, rigged on an 1/8-ounce swing jig head. Other gear that certainly helped me get the win include my Torpedo, which helped me get where I was going, the Power Pole Micro to help me maintain my position, and my native watercraft Slayer Propel 13. I can't imagine covering water without a propel drive, and the instant reverse is a must for fighting fish and for positioning. Special thanks to Chad and the folks at KBF and Kayak Saltwater Series, John and everyone at Fishing Chaos, and the city of Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama for putting on this event. Finally, thanks to my family and friends for their support, and to you for watching this video. And as always, Mom, Dad, thanks for the GoPro.